If you're hearing these words right now, it is not by accident. A powerful wave of energy is approaching you, Leo. It's not loud, not forceful, but it is deep, undeniable, and transformative. And you don't have to do anything to earn it. Because just as you are already enough to receive it. The universe isn't asking you to run faster. It's not demanding proof of your strength. In fact, it's whispering. Slow down, Leo. Breathe. Feel. This shift isn't coming from outside of you. It's rising from within. It begins the moment you stop chasing and start listening. When you stop trying to be the strongest person in the room and start asking, what's truly alive in my heart? Starting May 10th, as Mercury moves into Taurus, you may feel this urge more strongly, a quiet but persistent call to ground your voice, to speak from truth, and to slow the pace of your inner world. And in the next part of this message, we'll go deeper into the cards, the signs, and the guidance that your soul has already been preparing to hear. Stay with me, because what you're about to receive might just be the very message your heart has been waiting for. On May 10th, Mercury, the planet of thought, communication, and perception, begins its steady journey through the sign of Taurus. This is not a flashy transit. It doesn't shout. It hums, low, steady, and grounding, like the deep breath of the earth itself. And for you, Leo, this shift is an invitation to return to what is real. During this time, clarity doesn't come from rushing or reacting. It comes from stillness, from silence, from choosing to pause before you speak, and from allowing your thoughts to settle like dust on a quiet path. Taurus energy doesn't just ask for truth. It asks for embodied truth. Truth that lives in your bones, truth that you feel in your chest before it ever becomes a word. You may feel a subtle tension in the air. The world will try to hurry you. Conversations may feel more urgent. Decisions may knock louder. But Mercury in Taurus reminds you that urgency is not always sacred. In fact, most sacred things take their time. Seeds don't bloom overnight. Trust doesn't form in a rush. Healing doesn't happen in noise. This is your chance to reconnect with the rhythm of the earth, the rhythm that never rushes, to eat slower, to listen deeper, to let your body lead, to walk barefoot, metaphorically or literally, and remember what it means to be grounded in your own knowing. Leo, you don't need to match the tempo of a chaotic world. You were never meant to. Your gift is presence, and during this Mercury transit, your presence becomes your power. Let the world spin fast if it must, but you move with intention. You move with truth. You move with grace. As this grounded Taurian current flows through your mind and spirit, it gently illuminates 3 powerful themes in your inner sky, each like a constellation, guiding you through this energetic season of release and renewal. First comes the lesson of energetic balance, the sacred art of giving and receiving. You may begin to notice a shift in the way energy flows through your life, the way you offer your time, your love, your attention, and how it's returned. The universe is gently asking, are you giving from a full place or from depletion? Are you open to receiving as much as you give? This period is about re-establishing energetic harmony, not as a transactional mindset, but as an act of deep self-respect. The port is all around you. Let yourself be nourished by it. Then, quietly but firmly, comes a call to release. This may manifest as a sense of quiet dissatisfaction or an inner knowing that certain aspects of your life no longer align with who you are becoming. Old habits, outdated roles, even relationships that once brought comfort may now feel like heavy clothing you've outgrown. And this isn't a punishment, it's a natural part of your spiritual evolution. With Mercury in Taurus helping you slow down and listen, you're more attuned than ever to what no longer resonates. You are being asked not just to walk away from the past, but to bless it and move forward with intention. And finally, there is an opening of the heart, a new beginning that is as tender as it is transformative. Emotionally, this may feel like a softening. You might find yourself feeling things more deeply, reconnecting with dreams you once tucked away, or sensing a return of wonder where apathy had settled in. This is the soul's way of preparing you for new connections, new forms of expression, and new pathways to spiritual fulfillment. But to step into this new chapter, you must approach it with curiosity, not control, with openness, not defense. This is a moment to let your heart speak in a new language, even if you're still learning how to understand it. Together, these energies invite you to live more truthfully, love more generously, and let go more gracefully. You are not being asked to fix everything. You are simply being asked to show up, present, honest, and willing, for the life that is unfolding through you. There is a quiet wisdom moving through your life right now, one that asks nothing more than this: stop forcing. You've carried so much, Leo. You've pushed, held it all together, smiled through pressure, and strived for more, even when your spirit whispered rest. But now, as the planetary rhythms soften and the Earth's voice grows louder beneath your feet, you are being gently reminded, ease is not laziness, it is alignment. When you choose to slow down, to take a breath before reacting, to let go of the need to control every outcome, you begin to co-create with the universe rather than resist it. This isn't about giving up, it's about trusting that life knows how to bloom without your constant management. It always has. Your mantra for this moment is simple but powerful. It is safe for me to take it easy. The universe supports me fully. Let it settle into your nervous system like a warm blanket. Repeat it until your body believes it, until your mind stops gripping for proof and simply allows grace to enter. When we release the pressure to perform, to perfect, to push, we create space for something deeper to emerge: peace, presence, and the kind of beauty that only grows when we stop rushing past it. So take this time to breathe slower, to walk lighter, to say no without guilt, and yes without urgency. What is meant for you will not miss you, but you can miss yourself if you keep trying to outrun the moment. Let the universe meet you, not in the struggle, but in the stillness. Let this be your season of surrender, not to weakness, but to wisdom. As the energetic tide rises around you, Leo, it brings not only external shifts, but an invitation to transform from within. This is a time of rebirth, not in dramatic explosions, but in gentle realignments that begin in your daily life. You may feel called to change how you treat your body. Perhaps sugar doesn't sit the same way anymore. Maybe late nights no longer feel like freedom, but fog. There's a new awareness awakening, not out of fear, but out of deep reverence for the vessel that carries your light. The food you choose, the way you move, how you rest, all of it is becoming part of your spiritual practice now. You're not punishing your body, you're partnering with it. But this transformation doesn't stop at the physical. Your emotional world is also shifting. Stories you've long carried of unworthiness, of being too much or not enough, are coming up to be seen, not believed. Judgment, whether from others or yourself, begins to dissolve when you look at it through the lens of love. This is not about suppressing how you feel. It's about honoring your emotions without letting them dictate your truth. You're learning to sit with your feelings without drowning in them, to say, I see you, I hear you, and I choose peace anyway. Emotional maturity is blooming within you, not as coldness, but as clarity. The old coping patterns, the drama loops, the need for approval, they no longer fit the frequency you're growing into. And that's a beautiful thing. Most profoundly, this is a time of spiritual reconnection. You are beginning to sense the sacred in the mundane, in small moments, a quiet sunrise, a breath before speaking, the pause before reacting. There is light. Not blinding, not overwhelming, but steady and unmistakable. That light is you, remembering yourself. Each day, you are being given the choice to react from your old wounds or to respond from your awakened self, to hide in the dark corners of your past or to step boldly into the light of your becoming. The more often you choose the latter, even quietly, even shakily, the more that light expands. This is your realignment, body, heart, and spirit, moving as one, slowly, naturally, faithfully. And just as this new chapter unfolds, a guide appears. Not fierce like the lion or distant like the eagle, but graceful, soft, and radiant in its quiet strength. The flamingo steps forward as your spirit animal during this season, carrying with it a message that touches the most tender corners of your heart. It's time to open. The flamingo is not ashamed of its sensitivity. It does not dull its colors to blend in. Instead, it walks tall in vibrant pink, fully itself, fully seen, and deeply connected to its emotions. In its presence, you are reminded that your sensitivity is not a weakness to hide, but a gift to share. Leo, you've often been the strong one, the protector, the one who shines when others falter. But now the universe asks you to soften, not because your strength isn't needed, but because your openness is. The flamingo invites you to embrace vulnerability, to say what you feel, to give love without defense, and to receive affection without suspicion. This isn't always easy. Perhaps you've been taught that emotions make you fragile, that to protect yourself you must close off. But the flamingo shows you another way, a path where connection is healing, where touch is sacred, and where letting others in doesn't diminish your power, but magnifies it. You are being called to express your love more freely, in kind words, in warm gestures, in quiet presence. To hug more. To pause longer when someone shares their heart. To let people know they matter, not just with thoughts, but with action. Because love, in its highest form, is not just a feeling, it's a movement of the soul toward another. If you've been withdrawing, isolating, or doubting your ability to connect, let the flamingo remind you, you are never too broken to belong, never too guarded to receive. The heart heals through closeness, not distance. So when you see this gentle creature, whether in waking life or symbolically, let it be a nudge from the divine. Come back to the softness, come back to the flow, come back to love. And when you do, you won't just find connection, you'll find yourself. And as the final thread in this tapestry of transformation, the number 1331 begins to appear, softly at first, then more frequently, like a whisper echoing from unseen realms. On receipts, clocks, license plates, it follows you, not to haunt, but to reassure. This is an angel number, a divine sequence that arrives when your spirit team wants you to know you are not alone. Help is already on the way. The energy of 1331 is rich with good fortune and gentle redirection. It arrives in moments when you're questioning your path, when doubt clouds your clarity, or when change feels just a little too big to embrace. And in those moments, this number says, yes, the shift you sense is real, and yes, it's leading you somewhere better. There is a powerful symmetry in this number, a reflection of self and soul. The ones represent new beginnings, bold choices, and individuality. The threes vibrate with communication, spiritual guidance, and emotional expression. Together, they form a portal, a sign that you are stepping into a new chapter with the universe walking beside you. This is a time when messages will arrive through people, through dreams, through your own intuition. A comforting word, a timely piece of advice, or a moment of deep recognition may become the spark that shifts everything. But most of all, 1331 reminds you that your uniqueness is the path, not the obstacle. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to lead, to create, to express your truth in a way only you can. And now, the universe is aligning circumstances to support that expression. So when you see this number, pause. Breathe it in. Let it be your cosmic green light, your divine affirmation that yes, change is coming. But it is the kind of change your soul has secretly longed for. Comfort, advice, individuality, major transformation. These are not random words. They are the building blocks of the life that is unfolding through you now. Trust the number. Trust yourself. Trust the timing. So here you are, Leo, standing at the threshold of something soft, sacred, and undeniably yours. You've been guided through the shifting winds of Mercury and Taurus, through the call to slow down, to feel more deeply, and to release with love. You've seen the mirror of your own soul reflected in new beginnings, emotional clarity, and the gentle wisdom of the flamingo. And as angel number 1331 makes its quiet appearance, the universe offers one final reminder. You are supported, you are guided, and you are ready. This isn't the kind of change that demands a dramatic leap. It's the kind that asks for presence, for trust, for a single, steady breath, and the courage to let life meet you there. So as you go forward, remember, you don't need to chase what's meant for you. You only need to stay open. Keep choosing light even in small moments. Keep honoring your body, your boundaries, and your becoming. The path ahead may still hold uncertainty, but your soul, radiant and royal as ever, knows exactly how to rise. Until next time, Leo, stay grounded, stay open, and let your light lead the way. The universe is closer than you think.